Anyway,
Okay.
awake Zimbabwe, awake. Flex your dystrophic muscles, you proud daughter of Africa. Awake and yawn out of this infinite slumber. Stretch your docile limbs and yank yourself off that lumber. Break the chains that oppressively shackle your mind. Free yourself from the pains that suppressively vice you in a bind. Conscientize Zimbabwe. Stand up. Criticize Zimbabwe. Speak up. Visualize Zimbabwe. Get up. Strategize Zimbabwe. Rise up and break up. Mobilize Zimbabwe. Pick up your courage and fight on. Take your gallant stance to move and to shake the tree with a hornet's nest. Break all the branches before you chop and burn the sagging tree. Make these your lost sheep open their eyes and rebel against shepherds adorned with horns and fork, against leopards disguised amongst the flock. For how long shall they muzzle the ox on trading grounds? How wrong are they to scramble the jigsaw puzzle and ask the child not to cry? How strong can these ticks hold on to their bite and then guzzle on our blood and burp in our faces? Awake, Zimbabwe, awake. Find your rightful place in the land of your birth. Reclaim your stolen dignity, Zimbabwe. Proclaim your abused humanity, Zimbabwe, of your liberation legacy. Acclaim your corroded affinity to your own Zimbabwe. Affirm your nationality because it is your birthright. Shall we dance to the sound of the shangara, to the rhythm of the mbaqanga, or rattle the shakers to the muffled hum of a torn drum? We have lost the rhythm in our feet because they changed the sound of our music beat. We cannot let this song continue to play in this discord. I say we arise, Zimbabwe, arise, and redress their hunger for yet more infinite power, and stress their desire to expose and show how they want to scoop lion share portions to satisfy their insatiable greed while they plop on our empty plates pathetic rations to a nation that begs to feed. I said, awake, Zimbabwe, awake. This milk has since turned sour. Spill it, Zimbabwe, spill it. That time has drawn close to that hour to say no to unpalatable repercussions for our stolen votes, rigged elections, no to indescribable complications, shortages, lack of basic goods and services, endless queues, endless lines, no to uncomfortable situations, unstrategic reclamations, land grabbings, relocations, no to unfathomable operations, the Gukura Hundis, Muramba Chinas. What filth? Whose filth? The displacement of our peoples from their own Fungai Maboreke, the house of stone, forced into the diasporas, into exile they have now gone. No to uncountable invocations for aid, protection, and inspiration. We say no, no, no more. Follow the Mondoro's roaring echo. Feel the tremor of the Nyami Nyami, that river god. Listen to the Zimbabwe's birds' desperate cuckoo within the dry skies, beyond that smoke that still thunders. Sekuruka Guve, Gumbure Shumba, the lion spirit, Mondoro, from Chikwaka's kraal in the Goromonzi Hill, spirit medium of the Kawoza people, leader of Guru Uswa, progenitor of the Rosary Empire, champion of the first Chimurenga fire, founder of this Rosary dynasty. Why do you allow your flock to be led astray, to feed on empty fields of dry corn before they are herded to the slaughter by their very own? Cause those cattle to moo again, the goats to bleat once more, and the cockerel to coo. Send your messenger to the great spirit medium Mukwati, who lives in that cave in Matopos, to rid Zimbabwe of these locusts that have destroyed the family's harvest. Send your roaring message throughout the shriveled lands. Awake, Zimbabwe, I said, awake. It's time to pick up the spear and drop the hoe. Today we have different seeds to sow. Nehanda, Charwe, Nyakasikana, daughter of Mutota Nyatsimba, the first ruler of the Munumutapa state, please attend to our immediate needs and put the names of that sacred slate. Shikiro, spirit medium of the Zezuru, the Shona people, orate your pronouncements for a sound mind and a dynamic brain, to produce good crops and a healthy grain, to nourish your impoverished children by eliminating this scourge of greed. Do your sacred dance to ensure your spirits reign. Your death germinated this seed that gave Zimbabwe this birth. Exterminate their flaming egos, Nehanda, and pluck those stuck on superficial thrones, Kaguiwoe. Dismantle the chains that imprison the child of Chimchirenga. Unveil their fears and give them the courage to speak up and punch back. Bless them with the power to stand up and kick back, the spirit to wake up and fight on. I say awake, Zimbabwe, awake. The best before date is now past overdue. This product has since expired. Forget the loss. Just anticipate the freedom and the liberty to grow and to soar. The wisdom is still rise.
So let me